Salute. Whoever in the building, the first worker, salute. Salute. Hit that salute the worker hit the salute the workers jump button. Salute though. We in the building, hit that salute the workers button. You in here, hit that salute the workers button, please. Salute. It's your brother Big Toyo. We up in here, hit that salute the workers button, the like button or whatever you want to call it. We call it the salute the workers. Hit the button. Thumbs up. Don't come in peeking and not speaking. You gotta know how to hit that motherfucking salute the worker button. Tap the screen twice or something, and there you go. Somebody getting it. Somebody got it. Salute. Whoever got it, salute the workers. Welcome on into the project. Salute. It's the Work-A-Thon, Bulldog Work-A-Thon. What's up with y'all? We scratching into the mouth of Monday like we usually do. I'm here for the workers. I'm here for the workers. I'm here to help out the workers. I'm here to support the workers. It's the holiday season. Been out here dropping clips, hours of it. Yeah. Out here for the workers. There go one right there. There go a worker. Him boy CB. Yeah, salute. And the whole BR in the building. Salute. We salute the workers. A whole BR in the building. What's up, bro? Glad to see you. It's another day. I mean, okay, you did something right. You here again. You did something right. Even if you did it wrong, you here today, you might can fix it. Even if you did something wrong yesterday, shit, you still blessed. You here today, you might can fix it. Double back down and fix it. Oh yeah. Salute. Y'all know what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it easy. We're gonna make it easy listening. We're doing it for the workers that's already putting in the work right now. Might be in the middle of the work. Shit, getting ready to start the work. Shit, sizing up the work. Same old same. You already know me. You already know me. Ready to twist one up for the morning shift. Twist one up for the morning shift. Made it through the weekend. Made it through another Bulldog weekend. Shit, salute to y'all. It's a pleasure to see you every time. Oh, there go the wolf. Salute, RBG. Salute. Twisting it up, man. Wait for a little bit. People coming up in here. Yeah, hit the like button. Hit the salute the workers button, please. Make the numbers match up, please, when you come in. But salute the workers. Don't forget to hit that button. Scratching into the mouth of Monday. Y'all know how we do. How everybody doing? How everybody doing? Everybody cool? Hey, boy said he cool. What's up with you, Whoop? Everything good? Salute. Got Mud Liagas. Muddy Liagas. And these other cats. Maisha Binte Toha. Maisha. Maisha Binte Toha. Okay. And, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Salute. Got a lot of people peeking up in here today. Peeking ain't speaking. I don't know. There they go. They starting to hit that salute button though. Make the numbers match up. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. There you go. Salute the quick. Salute the quick. Here come the workers. Here come the workers. Here come the workers. Yay. Here come the workers. Yes, sir. Gonna get it in. Ain't nothing but a party while we working. Like the party while we working too. Sometimes when we can do it. Hey, shit. Anybody do anything special this weekend? Anybody hit any good parlays? Or just had a good weekend anyway? You know what I mean? What was the highlights of the weekend? Anybody want to share the highlights of the weekend? Talk to Big Toyo. Also, I want to talk about literature, Bulldog literature, or literature or books and literature that you feel as though is a necessity for a Bulldog man. That definitely should be in your Bulldog 101, your Bulldog 101 work chest, your work chest, your work chest. What literature would you consider that you hold as you look at as good tools, good educational things to help dog men out with the dogs. Whether it's just what are the books? Some of the books, the literature, some of the literature. You did. Don't mind me fucking up over the words early in the morning. You know it's early. You get what I'm saying? The books. Salute the good weekend. Got some work in this weekend. Salute HB. Some of the books that y'all consider valuable to a dog, man. Valuable to yourself. Valuable to you. It could be any book. It might not be a book on dogs. It could be something else, you know? It could be just animal husbandry book, period. Animal husbandry book. You know what I mean? It could be something like that, or you know, what kind of books y'all like? A whole valuable. Think that is a necessity for a dog person. Did anybody tell y'all? Did anybody tell y'all? I like to lie. I like to live better, more hands on to me. Salute, him boy. Salute. Any any of the old heads tell y'all books to get? You know, any old head tell y'all books to get? You know, anything. You know, I'm gonna throw one out there. This one I was told to get when I first got into Bulldogs. I was told to get this. I was told a couple of them. I was told I think three of them to get. I was told three of them to get from when I was young. When Pops used to talk to me and shit. He didn't told me to get that Merc book. The Merc book. So the Merc book be new. It'd be different editions that come out. I forgot the the cycles they come out in. But the Merc book is one of them. The Merc book. The Merc. All when you got all the like different medications and stuff listed in there and different things, you can study the Merc book. Definitely, you study that, it'll step your game up. You could just read that a little bit every day till you finish it. You know what I mean? Just scan through it, see what it boom boom. Scan through it, look at the things, try to peep something out every day. You know, I would start. And step your game up. You'll see. Um, it was another one he told me get. I had already had the ones we all had when we was kids, the Stratton books and shit and all that type of shit was a good read. Uh, Velvet and Steel was another one I think Pops told me get the Velvet and Steel jump. I read one before. I'll get the name of it, let you know. I remember it had Going Hard Barney in it. He said Going Hard Barney, Going Light Barney. I know what you mean, HB. The motherfucker said Going Hard Barney. If it had Going Hard Barney in there, I definitely want to know the name of that shit. I think you talking about I think you talking about the same one I'm talking about though. But yeah, let me know when you find out, bro. For sure. That nigga said Going Hard Barney. Salute that. Yes, sir. Velvet and Steel. Uh, the American Pit Bull Terrier. That's one. Um, World of Game Dogs. Good read. But that necessity, that Merc book of necessity, I would put that as a necessity. Um, um, and I like that. You know, different things. It's always helpful to read. It's like a bonus. Can't nothing be hands on like him boys say. Hands on is the shit, and you know you can have a healthy dose of some book reading too, just to put right on top of the hands on experience. You feel me? And some light shit. Light shit piles up, especially you young cats. You can even take it light. Just if you do it repeated consistently, remember the word consistent. Consistent with the dogs, consistent with your work. The shit, that little light work you do 1 page a day of anything, shit turns into a lot of pages. It turns into a pile. A little bit of information every day turns into a lot of information over time. You know what I mean? Just look at it as building up your bank of knowledge. And you can start off in books and shit uh like I say, just take it easy, man. Just take it easy. Don't get overwhelmed. Let take it easy. Just take it easy, man. Cause I know how I was when I different reading and studying and stuff. Sometimes get a headache from it. So you know what I mean. You get sometimes I get a headache or nausea. They might call it. I forgot what they call it, but basically, I'm sure a lot of y'all got it too. In the community, probably got the same thing. I had it since I was little. Like just when you start trying to concentrate or read something or whatever, or start thinking real hard and studying and stuff. Sometimes we'll get like a little headache or something like that. So take it easy. Take it easy, like you know what I mean. Take it easy in little steps. Don't rush it. The main thing is to get the hands-on experience. As much of that, and like treat the reading and the literature as a bonus. Those are the things. The hands-on experience is in real time. Those are the things you could you know that's what it is in real time for you. It ain't no denying it. The literature is more of they not talking just to you, they talking to everybody. So basically all of the information some of it might not be for you. So you gotta apply the right knowledge or know how to sift through when you're reading things and stuff like that and you just acquiring knowledge. Some of it might not be for you. But your hands on that's why that's why it's like what HB said, hands on is better. I agree with him. Hands on is better. Um, because you go overwhelm. I mean, you could dig all in hands on, and it's really what you're doing. It's there, so that the knowledge is applied. You're getting knowledge that's supposed to be applied where it's supposed to be when you're doing hands on. When you're reading from different people's views and they giving broad strokes of things, it's sometimes it's harder to find out how to apply those things. It's not always easy. Info overload, yeah, info overload, right, right. But sometimes it be exciting, and you want to do this with yours that somebody else did with theirs, and you want to do things like the book saying, and you know, I mean, nothing wrong with that, but like the wolf said, information overload sometimes, and you don't want to really do nothing that you can't do consistently. Sometimes if it'll be bad things for them if you're not doing something consistently. That's why I don't like to start things with my animals. New feeding things, uh, new type of stuff, unless I'm gonna be consistent with it. You know, even if it's new expensive foods, new things like that. Why I'ma start it and then I'ma have to go back to the old shit. I might, you know what I mean? Go back to the old shit, throwing them off and like, you know, so you gotta choose the one that you could do consistent. Choose the one you could do consistent because consistency goes a long way. You win the game with consistency. These are Toyo's opinions, you know what I mean? Just talking to you on the work day while we scratching into the mouth of Monday. Salute y'all. Keep the work up. You'll be able to write your own book. Yeah, yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk right there. That's real talk, HB. That's real talk right there. If you do it and all the data that you taking down and stuff like that, you is writing the book really for real. But it's your real book of your shit, your experiences and all that. And then you'll go back after years and years of piling that hands on now stuff. Yeah, you do got a couple books. You probably realize you done got a couple books, or you could write a couple books with your knowledge you got. You know what I mean? And but then again, and you're true. What you're saying is very true. And then if you actually do that, those books can help somebody out. But again, it would be your view, your books. The people who reading them will have to apply it. It would be like you broad stroking, but you basically giving them some real shit from your yard experience and your dog experience. So yeah, the data is there. You doing stuff with the dog and all that type of stuff. It's about, you know, you writing the book without even writing the book, for sure. The dog writing the book, all that. We be in the movie and everything with them jokers. Salute. Um, Also, what we're in the age now of whereas though you could definitely document your stuff with different things, different positive things that you're doing with your dog and stuff. You could document that, even if it's just taking care of him, having fun with them, or all that social things with the kids, all that type of shit. Document as much as that as you can, especially when you messing with these dogs. You know, because those things are memories first of all, and it's proof. It's proof if anybody come acting like you don't be taking care of your dogs, or you some type of other person with your dogs, when you'll have plenty enough data to show them how you roll with your dogs. And it's right there. So use that to your advantage. Use that to your advantage. You know what I mean? Because they're gonna, if they not wishing that bad on nobody, but when they come with the bullshit, they usually get data of bullshit. Like, saying you ain't fed the dogs, ain't no dog food and all that type shit, different things they might be saying or whatever, whatever. So you supposed to have your own data to back that shit up, like, man. You know what I mean? The shit stamps itself. So the times and shit on it. So yeah, so you and so now you can do that. So do as much as that as you can. You understand what I'm saying? To keep it real. Just giving you a heads up on different things like that. Salute. Salute everybody in the building. We got some workers up in here. Got a lot of people in here. Make the numbers match it up. Family, tell them make the numbers match up. Okay, I see some salutes going up. We got 17 people in here, 8 likes in here. I don't know what these people in here peeking not speaking for. Hit that salute. Salute the workers, jump when y'all up in here. You know what I mean? You up in here peeking not speaking and shit. Salute the workers. Uh, you ain't missed nothing. Family, we just started off. We was talking about. We just kicked it off, basically. We was talking about literature. What's some useful literature to a dog, man, that you might think of? Books that you read that might have got something out of, or whatever, that you might feel as though is necessary for a dog, man, or if not necessary, just a good read for the dog, man, for the workers and shit. I said the Merc book, the Merc book with the medicines in it and stuff like that. One of them, and you know, what else we was saying? The ABP book, the American Pit Bull Terrier, like the history joint. We talking to the ones that might not know about some of the old books. I'm sure a lot of people do, but just in case the ones don't, you got any books to tell them about literature that might be useful to dog been coming up. Could be just a good read, or it could be educational things, that might help them out. Think Schoolboy and them got a book out. Schoolboy got a book out that they be talking about. It's pretty good. I haven't had it myself, but I hear people talking about that. I even hear Fat Bill. Fat Bill got a lot of things. My cousin got some shit from Fat Bill. Like I think he got like just history things. I think he said like I don't know. I think my cousin got a micro flash drive. But I think people got books out that we that's right out here in the community with us. So maybe y'all have got those and got something out those and think that's just a good read anyway. Some of my pups fetch all day. Some will work, then lay down. The ones that do lay down, I'll play fetch with a water bottle. The lazy one, I'll put rocks in the bottle. They go crazy and we'll work all day. Salute to work, HB. You was looking. Salute my Bulldog brother Dickie. You was looking. Yeah, you was working. You was working. You was working for them pups. You was working for your pups. You helped out the ones who, yeah, you found, put a little bit rocks in the joints to add a little bit more stimulus, a little bit more stimulus to the ones who wouldn't catch on. Salute. You know what I mean? Using your head, trying to help the pups out, help the students out. That's what you there for. That's what you there for. Salute that. Salute the work. Salute y'all. Hit that salute the workers button. Y'all might have forgot. You gotta make the numbers match up around here. Y'all know how we do. But salute to y'all, man. We scratching it to the mouth of Monday. A little easy listening as we usually do. The topic so far was literature. Any good literature that you would recommend to the people in the Bulldog community? It don't matter if you saying stuff that you think everybody know. Somebody don't know, so just shoot it on out there. I said the Merc book, like the ones with different medications, and they come out new editions. Sometimes I forgot the time cycle when the new ones come out. It's a certain amount of time, and then the new edition comes out. But it's always good to stay up to date on that. Um, that's the one I said was useful. So y'all might got some other one. I say I say any type books on hunting dogs, and find you a good, if you're interested in that, look into how those guys raise hunting dogs and how they feed hunting dogs, how they imprint hunting dogs. So if you into hunting, you should be you could those dog that type of literature might help you out. Um, all aspects of hunting. You know what I mean? Even they have exercise things out there for the hunting dogs. They have different. methods, different exercises that people use all around the world when you check out these magazines and books like that. So if you're into hunting, check out those, and you might you find any good ones now, shoot them on out for the community. We talking about the literature, good Bulldog literature for the workers who you know that y'all think might help them out. Salute, salute, Marcel Shepard, salute. We up in here, the workers, salute. Any job that you any jobs that you're interested in far as with your animals, try to find some literature on that. And again, like HB say, hands on. You can't never be hands on though. You can't ever be hands on, but with a but in it. But with that being said, you can slap a whole bunch of reading on top of it too. You can slap a little bit of reading on there. Hey, you got the hands on. You ain't gonna forget about the hands on. You doing that every day. But yeah, I say grab some books and read a page a day. Read one page a day. Just scan over it if you can. You know what I mean? Second day, get to the second page. Third day, get to the third page. You know what I mean? Boom, boom. You just adding on top shit. And don't be surprised if some of the shit you reading you not comprehending at the time, you know, or don't relate to nothing you doing. Boom, boom. You still gathering it up. It's still mental exercise. You'll run into things that you'll see if you just keep pushing and read. You'll run into things that do relate to what you're doing. So again, yes, reading books and stuff can be a good help or a good help. Just know how to apply the knowledge. The hands-on stuff, we have, me and him boy said that you can't beat that. We can't beat the hands-on shit. Boom. So we not gonna even try to do that. We just gonna be do the hands-on consistently, and we gonna dabble into books too that might help us out as a bonus. What y'all guys think? That book I read had more road work than the treadmill work. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, look at different things, man. Get what you could get out of it, man. Can never hurt. Just don't get book blind. Just don't get book blind. You rather be hands on blind than book blind. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be blind, you rather be hands on blind. You know what I mean? But like, don't get book blind, which means don't get all caught up in the books. Like somebody said, I think it was Wolf or somebody else. If I get somebody said it in the chat already, info overload. Beware of that. Don't let that let you shoot yourself in the foot, make you shoot yourself in the foot with the info overload. Yes, sir. Anybody blowing today? Anybody striking up? Y'all, I'm the only one smoking this morning. Y'all good, huh? It's the Bulldog Work-A-Thon. We still out here. We're gonna do it all the way to the end of the year. Come out, drop clips for y'all. We're gonna do what we do. Easy listening for the workers. Salute. Talk. Do what you wanna do. Say what you wanna say. Ask what you wanna ask. Get it from down here. See if it's down here. Come be a star. Come be a star too. You can come be a star. You can come school us in too. School us on in too. Let us know some good things. How those puppies coming along now? Those new puppies that's fresh. Still ain't but about still under 6 months old. Those fresh puppies y'all just had. Shit, how they doing? I hope they doing all right. Hope they looking good. Hope everything good with everything. And how y'all working with them? I hear HB talk about how he working with his already, with the little bottles and things like that. So y'all with them little puppies and shit, is y'all imprinting them already on different things? Y'all seeing personality stand out already, different things. Y'all might want to talk about. You got a little one that you like because he this, whatever, whatever. You know, y'all got your eyes on him. I'm smoking some of that, on that fresh off the block. Salute that UFO, that UFO. Salute that UFO. Fire. Mine looking good. I kept two bitches. They act real good. Just loud as hell. Salute that. Salute that. Salute that. They acting good. That's a good one. That's a good jump. That's a good joint. And two females. Good, good. That's good. Salute that. Salute the females. Salute that. Anybody noticing any things? Y'all starting to notice things about y'all dogs? The new ones that's coming that y'all got on the ground now. Y'all noticing any differences that you happy with? Uh that you already can determine they doing a little quicker step than moms and them or pops, anything like that, you know what I mean? Or shit, they looking just I just wanted mine to be just as good as the looking just as good or acting like the mother act as they satisfying you. Is they satisfying you. And talk about your work, the ones that might be a little slow that's on your work list. Like HB said, he had a couple of them that he bring that he did something for already. So maybe y'all already see what y'all might got to do with some of them. You know what I mean? So if you want to talk, say something about that too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm keeping some of my shit. Gotta see what I'm producing. Of course, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. You know, when you're breeding for yourself, I always, I mean, we know when you're breeding for yourself, then of course your mentality is to keep as money as you can. That's your mentality when you're breeding for yourself. Now, people that's breeding for the public, shit, they mentality is probably this. They probably feel successful with if all of them gone. You know what I mean? Just saying with both sides of the fence. That me myself, I don't sell to the public or nothing. So, but I can understand how. I understand the importance, how important it is to keep my dogs, as far as my perspective in dogs. But I understand other people that they might be past. They might be at the level of they want to breed for the public. They wanted to get something. They wanted to be able to create dogs for other people to enjoy. That's another bulldog dream. Some people's dream is to be able to create dogs for other people to enjoy. You understand? So those people with that aspect of it, a perspective on it, shit, they love to see everything gone when except the ones that they except the machine, but they want people to be buying all their puppies. I mean, let's keep it real. You know what I mean? It's just the perspective of it. Some people give them different labels when we do those things, but it's just a perspective. Excuse me. It's just a perspective. You know. But yeah, um, if If you keeping your shit, if you keeping your shit on both sides, this is what I will say for that, for the ones who keep that shit on both sides. Uh, when I say both sides, I'm talking about the one that's selling to the public and the one that don't sell to the public. If they keeping some of their shit, it's a good thing. It's a good statement that both of them are making. That means that they they shit they willing to feed their own shit. They willing to feed their own shit. So of course I understand where you're coming from, Marcel. Are you willing to? Is that shit worth you even feeding? For sure, for sure. But you know we have exceptions to these rules, and when I say exceptions, we have people that exploit 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 what they can exploit. We got to know that. We got to know that. We got to know that. When you set up a machine, when you set up a machine that's some type of machine or some type of lane, when you open it up, when you open a machine up, you open up a shop, you open up some type of lane. Um, uh, the lanes and doors that you open, don't think that people people with ill motives ain't gonna slide in. You understand what I'm saying? When you open the door, when the door is open, when you open the door up, you know, when it's a place for things, then things will, it's inevitable. It's inevitable for people to have for somebody to be trying to come in with some ill ass intentions, trying to exploit some shit. They not really with the program. They just gonna eat off the program shit. It's always like that. Um, to me, from what I see, they usually don't last a long time, and they probably don't be wanting to last a long time. They be trying to stick and move, so they usually don't last a long time. And the longer they stay around, they usually get exposed just by the work, and they do cause damage to different things because people get caught up in and thinking they're part of the real shit going on when they not. Boom, boom, boom. I'm not talking about nobody specifically. I'm talking about methods and techniques and human nature and people. Not saying talking about anybody personally, but just how things go. We can go to the prime example of the good old selling dogs for paperwork. Uh, as long as there's somebody willing to buy a dog that has a good pedigree, it's always gonna be a lane for somebody to sell the dog that with good paperwork. Simple as that. That's just like what I was just saying. If it's a lane or something, people gonna be in that lane exploiting it. That ain't really know. I mean, they might even know what that lane is meant for, but they could steal something. They could steal something. As simple as that. They could steal something. You know what I mean? Until motherfuckers can lock shit down where can't nobody steal nothing off of you or come take your shit and run with it. Until you lock shit down like that, it's gonna be people that steal shit, uh, take shit from you, um, whether whatever it might be, small as you might think it is, they're gonna eat off you. When I say steal off you, you know they not doing this shit right. That lane was open not for that. Pedigrees is supposed to not be for just be selling pedigrees. The real motherfuckers know that. Boom, boom, boom. So what? We know that. It's a lane open that the people that just want to sell that shit pedigree to pedigree is going to be able to do it until you make a way where they can't do it. Or they get exposed how they get exposed. It's just the simple principles and techniques that people choose to do. That's all. That shit should never beat you when you ain't cutting corners. It only beats you when you cutting corners. You supposed to be when you recognize motherfuckers cutting corners like that. That you should be. If you're a worker, you understand that they can't get in your business. Just my opinion. Mine looking good. Let me see. Mine looking good. Oh, okay, I already read that one. Oh, okay, ain't nobody say nothing new. Salute to y'all. Sticks, what they call sticks and stones, labels and names, but do the work. That's the name of the fucking game. All that other bullshit, man. Sticks and stones. Niggas throwing rocks, hiding their hands. Sticks and stones. Uh, talking shit. Spreading lies. Nosy motherfuckers. Trying to get you whatever. Trying to make you hot. Different things. These are sticks and stones, labels and names. But the work is the name of the game still. Some people choose they work as they might got to throw a little sticks and stones and throw a little salt. That's what they doing. That's their technique they using. You know what I mean? They cutting corners. You might see it. You might seem like they winning. That's what niggas be getting deterred for losing. They lose little they feel like some people lose a little something when it seem like certain shit be winning. I'm telling you that shit just a mirage, yo. That shit just be a mirage. That shit ain't really winning. That shit is chasing. That shit is chasing on the run. That shit ain't winning. That shit is on the run. That shit is chasing. That shit is on the run. That shit ready to get up out of here at any given moment, all the time. You dig what I'm saying? So like, don't stay that motherfucking true lane. That true lane. Even when it look like the other shit flying past you. Even when it look like the other shit flying past you. They flying right into the woods. Flying ready to crash, blow that bitch up. Take it slow, amigo. Take it slow, amigo. Life is fast. You can take it slow, amigo. Supposed to take it slow anyway till you find your balance. I keep saying words like balance and consistency, balance and repetition. When you dealing with life and your dogs, balance, discipline, repetition. Um, you know, to do those things, you're gonna do other things like focus, uh, determination. Those things are gonna come in effect when you're trying to find your balance, trying to be consistent, trying to when you try to be consistent, when you trying to find your balance, when you trying to be repetitive on positive things, constructive things for yourself. You're gonna have to dabble with focus. You're gonna have to dabble with discipline. You're gonna to do the shit I'm telling you. You're gonna have to do the other shit. So it's all gonna coincide, and it all builds the muscle, mental and physical. Just doing that shit. You doing push-ups all fucking day, mentally and physically. Looking at the shit like that. Looking at each situation like that. I'm out here delivering, without be out here delivering on my job, delivering to people, um, delivering to people or interacting with the public, other people at they work site, you know, uh, knowing how to deal with the stresses, the stress, the stress energies that's coming off different people, knowing how um, how to give back to the positive energy that you're receiving from people. You know, you're getting it all day, every day. It's just about how you receiving it and what you pushing out. Does the negative people that you come across all day make you act negative towards people? It can happen. You around negative shit all day at the work field. They talk about people at your at home. You talking about people at the job. Different shit, all negative shit energy, and it's you reciprocating that. You understand what I'm saying? So or are you taking in that negative like it ain't, that's part of it. Like you ain't avoiding it, but you're not paying it. You're not dwelling on it, which means you more studying on some of the positive shit you have in the day. It's out there. You running across it. You probably just ain't studying it like you study the negative shit. It's like staying aware. It's almost like how you. It's almost like finding a good game dog. It's almost like finding that right dog. Just like what I'm talking about. Like throughout you out there doing your hands-on training, moving around in the world, selective on who you even want to be interacting more than a greeting or whatever you gotta do right then and there. But anything else you want to move past and go further with some conversation with, it's selective. It's selective, and your choices still might be wrong. But you're already selective. You're already doing that selective shit when you outside already every day. Every day. You can't go out in the world and not be flexible. You can go out there stiff as a board, you're gonna get broken. If you go out in the world stiff as a board, you'll get broken. Stuck in some shit, you'll get broken. You gotta know how to be flexible. And when I say flexible, um, you know how to roll with some shit, absorb some shit, and it's not take and not lose your balance. There you go. Not lose your balance. When you walk, you just imagine like a stiff ass board standing up with no, like, you know what I mean, standing up and the wind blowing from one side or the other side, blowing hard as shit. It's a stiff board standing up, boom, that joint, going, it's gonna be moving until it break. It's gonna be moving from one side to the other, and it's so stuck, firm, straight stick, it'll break. But you got another type joint that it'll move, but you ain't never shaking its foundation. It'll move in the middle sometime, move in the middle, or you know them joints when they built like that. They might wiggle and all that shit, but you ain't moving the foundation, no matter what. Ain't nobody saying you can't um uh wiggle or nothing. You know what I mean? It's just like the look at the world, the stresses of the world, the light of life, like a good Eli dog putting some real Eli pressure on you. You better know how to dance. The black dogs make you know how to dance. But from back in the day, that's what I heard. It'll make you know how to dance and shit. So life come at you like that, scratching at you every day. Life scratching at you every day when you walk out that door. Even before you walk out the door, you wake up scratching into life, scratching into the world every day. And them jokers, and life coming hard. Life, life coming hard. Life coming hard. Life coming hard. That's another name for y'all. One of them puppies out here. Y'all got that new life out here, little life. That's another good name for a nice little puppy coming up. Life, call him Life. Where life at? Don't be scared. Life. Big life. Whatever kind of life you want to name, and where that pup at, name Life. Salute the workers. I'm sure, sure we got plenty dogs out here named Death. You know, I'm sure we got plenty dogs out here named Death and this and that. Where the dog named Life at though? Where that work at named Life? Where that work at named Life? Who got it on their yard? Salute to life. Salute to life. Whatever you want to put in front of it. Whatever you want to put in front of it. Hard life, big life, little life, fast life, slow life. I gave a 5 jip to my homeboy. I had another Little hound female act just like her sister. Made me proud. Salute. Salute that, HB. Salute that. Salute that. You know how they got that shape? You know how they got that shape? You know how they, when they puppies, and they got that shape that look like, you would want them to look like that when they grown, just a bigger jump, bigger jump. You know that jump when you be looking at them Jones, they look like little bulldogs for real, and you be like, man, I just want them to look just like that when they get older, just like that. Sometimes they do, sometimes they turn different ways, look different and whatever. But you be seeing them when you be like, man, hey, right there, that's where I want you to be when you get older. Them Jones be looking hard as shit when they be little. Even when they be real little coming out, they be looking hard. You be like, yeah, yeah. Salute. Try. High life. All right, quick. High life. I like that. All right, high life. Salute that quick. Salute the quick. Salute the quick. Salute the quick, man. Salute the quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute the workers, man. Y'all already know it's the Work-A-Thon. Easy listening for the workers while they getting it in. Salute. Salute all the workers that's in the building. Salute. How many of y'all like how many of y'all like looking at how much do y'all like looking at or knowing the history how important to you is uh how important to you is your paperwork? If you have paperwork, how important to you is it? Fuck what everybody else talking about. Fuck all who said this, who said that. We talking about you. Whoever wants to say something about it. What are you, far as you? How important is your paperwork to you? Really though. Salute Jenny Johnson. Salute. And once you get that, I'm gonna ask you this. And do you like the dog as much as you like the paperwork? Do you like your dog? Fuck everybody else who whatever. Do you like your dog as much as you like the paperwork? Or do you like the dog better than the paperwork? or do you like the paperwork better than the dog? You know what I mean? Where you at with it? Where you at with it? Is you at the place where, man, this pedigree look good as a motherfucker, but the but the dog look, people be looking at you like, okay, well, what the fuck is you talking about? That just look like a bloom. Like, is it like that? Is that the type of shit it is, or it's more like, uh, when that dog look good as a motherfucker? They don't even give a fuck about what the paperwork is or nothing. They just like, well, just you personally, that you looking at your hand, you like, man, shit, that motherfucker look good. I don't get. That's a good representation of a motherfucking bulldog right there. Is it like that to you, or where you at with it? I said that too. Say I always give my keepers away to family, knowing I can breed another one. That's all I wanted. Salute that, HB. You must got good family. And um I salute that too. Another reason why I salute that too, cause you don't mind somebody else having the good dog out of your shit. If it ended up being like that, you know what I mean? Because you wasn't, hey, you thinking they all good dogs anyway, right? You know what I mean? But like you keeping it real though, the good ones, you said you're keepers, so the ones that you would want to keep, you gave them out if the people wanted them. Nothing wrong with that. I salute that. You know what I mean? You want people to be happy. You want people to be happy when you're giving them out. You know what I mean? If you is giving them out, if you is giving them out to friends and family, you would want them to be happy. I always salute the ones that keep the ones that need a little extra work for themselves. For themselves. You know what I mean? Why put the work in somebody else's hands? You know what I mean? Why do that? Why put the work in somebody else's hand when especially when you know it's gonna take some work? It's already showing you that these ones gonna take some work, or that one gonna take some work. These two gonna take some work. You can keep them. Keep them, man, to do the work. I like my dog because pedigree changes over time. Salute that real statement. Cortland, salute Cortland. Paper trail. Paperwork equal paper trail. In my world, okay, Cortland said, in my world, paperwork equal paper trail. Salute Cortland. Just asking where y'all was with it, you know what I mean? I can see where they could be very important. I can see where they don't mean shit. You know what I mean? When you coming up, come, y'all might be there with it too. You see a lot of both sides to things out here in the bulldog world. You see a lot of both sides of things. Ain't too much shit that you out here saying is 100%. Maybe y'all like that. I'm more like that. I'm more like I see both sides of shit. You know what I mean? If a motherfucker says this way, he gonna have to show some more nerd or context behind that shit to make it right. You just can't say it. You just can't say it. Just like on the other side, you can't just say it ain't right. You gotta have some context or something to go with that saying to make it right. Cause it's always gonna be both sides to me. It's gonna be somebody saying the opposite shit. So in other words, uh, let's take anything. Let's take the worst type of shit people don't like to hear. You got one motherfucker said, "Man, don't breed them curs." Boom, and he coming up with good dogs, and he making his shit, the context of his statement seem right. Boom, boom, boom. By the way he's moving, and his dogs, and the statement he made, and his dogs, and the way he's moving. He made that statement, and his dogs, the way he's moving. Boom, boom, boom. We got to add up. And you got the other dude say, man, stick them motherfuckers together. I don't give a fuck if they curse, whatever. They working, or however he decided to say that. He's sticking them together, and he has to show something in context with the statement to make it add up. That's all. I can see how both sides be right. It's been proven, like, to get good dogs on both sides. It's both good dogs on both sides. Um, some don't look like it got no rhyme or reason and no method to the madness. They have their share of good dogs too. Boom. And I understand the people that don't play that game. You know what I mean? They keeping their shit true as possible. You know what I mean? Understanding all these sides, all the shit, right? Boom. And it's like that all through the Bulldog shit, all through it. You stand on what you stand on. Stand on what you stand on. That's all. Just stand on what you stand on. What part you playing? How you doing yours? That's all. Easy as shit. Easy as shit. And if you believe in what you stand on, all other people, you shouldn't mind what they doing. You should look at it as food and any type of thing that they getting in your way in. That's how I say it. You shouldn't mind nobody doing nothing, especially if the competition spirit in you and they want to race against you any type of way and they ain't doing it the way you standing on. They supposed to be having messed up work by doing what they doing. Oh, it's time to eat then, right? No time to just talk about it and cry and point fingers and say they doing it wrong, they doing it wrong. Hey, well, ain't you supposed to be eating then? Ain't you supposed to be showing us some context of why you saying that shit about that? Ain't you supposed to be showing us something to make it sense? To make it, that's what you got to do with it. I haven't even registered mine yet. My people told me Jeep Bulls. Just been trying to learn dominant traits of the blood to compare to my dog. Salute that. Salute the work quick. You just looking at the work. Your peoples told you what they told you. That's all you need to know. You believed what they told you. That's all you need to know. And on your shift, you just looking at the work. Got you. I'm hyped about mine. Salute quick. I'm in the junkyard guard dog lane. I'm just trying to see what the parents and if possible grandparents was about. Salute that. Salute that. My first Kobe dog. My first dogs was Kobe dogs. Their father was a junkyard dog. He used to guard the fucking place with the junkyard where people had cars over there, tow truck place, whatever the fuck. He used to be a guard dog though. Mean ass, badass dog. That's just the rumor, but boom. And they say it was a Kobe dog. And that was like 88, 89. So some guy, older gentleman that owned the business, was already using a pit bull for protection work or guard work at his business facility. And I had pups off of that. None of mine, I never used mine to be guard dogs or nothing. They was just my pets. I was young as shit. But yeah, salute them too. Just thinking about it when you said junkyard guard dog. It's crazy how when I seen mean guard dogs guard shit, Rottweilers and German Shepherds and Dobermans and shit. You know what I mean? Hitting the fence and all that type of shit. They be looking real. You nigga like me gonna keep going. I'm keep going. I'm gone. I ain't agitating them dogs or nothing. I ain't playing with them dogs. None of that type of shit. You ain't gotta worry about me going across the fence. But I wasn't interested in staring at them or nothing. I don't give a fuck what a pit bull was doing, what job it was doing. I end up staying at that junk. That's just how it was with me in the pit. Like that junk could be trying. It could be a guard dog that's coming at the fence aggressively, and I would probably be just standing at that junk, looking at that junk. That's how I was when I was young, just looking at him and jump. I would be looking at him, especially boom, boom. I would stop and look at him or something. I would be interested in it. Different ones when they doing different work. When I used to see ones, people having them everywhere they had them at. When I seen them, I was looking at them. I felt myself looking at them. They could be in the park. Somebody got a pretty one in the park running, catching frisbees, looking diesels. I don't know what, looking clean. Other dogs out, people out in the park, and this joint looking like a bodybuilder out that junk, looking all good and everything, with the ferocity that we can have. But that joint out there, ain't nobody got to worry in the world. That joint running around catching frisbees like a old. Even that, I'm looking at stirring in amazement and stuff like that. just people walking the dogs, the different people walking the dogs. I love when I see the kids walking the joints. Love when I see the kids walking the joints. Man, because the joints, and I love when I see, especially in the city, man, be more DC, whatever, but mostly DC because they had got banned. I mean, mostly at Baltimore because they had banned in DC. They got banned in DC. But Baltimore, yeah, it wasn't nothing to seeing the little kid walking them jumps. You know, good ones, strong ones, and they loving the kids. They know they with a kid. They showing off walking up and down them streets. Them joints looking hard, showing off with them little kids walking up and down the streets. Little kids, little kids walking them dogs, high energy dogs, man. I'm talking about same tenacity and all that, man. But like them jokers out there proud out in the projects, walking them little kids, running around playing, growing up with them little kids. Grown ones, little kids walking. No problem with. Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. Good dogs. Badass dogs. Ain't nothing like it, man. Little kid walking them dog, boom, boom, boom. It take a special type of animal. It's a special type of animal, man. And and I be careful with that broad stroke, cause those are good representatives of our breed. When you see shit like that out here, that's good shit, you know. But it's dangers involved with them and little kids and all that. We take that shit too. So what I want to say is like, that's why it was a beautiful thing, knowing that in these places like that, that the rhythm and the vibe between the humans and the dog like that can have the little kids playing, have the little kids and them dogs on them type of vibes. Of course, we have exceptions, ones that you better not have around little kids. You can't even have them around nobody but the owners. Boom, boom, boom. Of course, those out there. Not talking about those. Those not supposed to be in the environments I'm talking about. They're not supposed to be around the innocent motherfuckers that ain't got nothing to do with that type of shit. Those supposed to be safety first type dogs, quarantine under your watch, your accountability behind them. You dig what I'm saying? And that doesn't make them the best dogs because they have to have to get treated like that. No, it doesn't usually guarantee they're the best dogs, and that just means that's the type of animal you have. And you're doing the right thing by not letting him in the public and be acting like the public is ready for that type of animal. So you're being a responsible owner by keeping that and correct. I mean, if you're keeping that to be safety first and making sure that you're being responsible. You know what I mean? But for the most part, these good ass, badass dogs that we like that'll do anything for us, little kids and shit socialize them and be playing with them and bring them up. And they know the smells of them little kids from when them little kids was babies. They know the smells as they grow up. They know the sounds of them little kids' voices. They know the sounds of the people around them, voices, different shit. They growing up like family. They growing up like family. It's a good environment. I seen plenty of them. Good environment. Salute to y'all. Know what I'm talking about. Salute the workers. Okay, hold up. Damn, I missed some shit. It ain't shit to me if the dog ain't matching up. I started training my dog down and pawed with hand signals this weekend. I was surprised how fast he picked it up. Hey, that's work when they. Hey, I was always amazed when people was when they dogs. I was amazed. I was always amazed at the work when people, whatever they did to have them dogs listening like they be listening. I know that takes work. Um, it amazed me some of the shit that like just the responses and how they communicating with each other and the things they understand. You know what I mean? And them people that be doing that, they always say everybody could do it. Man, anybody can do this, man. You could do this, whatever, whatever. But and and they working, so I'm sure you getting it from the workers' mouth. They say anybody can do it, but you gotta put in the work. So salute them. Him boy say I said that to say I always give my keepers away to family, knowing I can breed another one. That's all I wanted. Salute that. I like my dog because the pedigree changed. You know what I'll take all the time. I haven't even registered mine. I'm in the junkyard guard dog lane. Oh, okay. You're in the junkyard guard dog lane. Salute that. I'm just trying to see what the parents are, if possible, grandma. Salute that, Clifton. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm still in the building. I'm back. What y'all like, big dogs or small dogs? What's the what's the sizes of the dogs y'all like? Or it don't matter? The size matter to y'all? The size of the dogs that you have? The size of the dogs that you like? Does that is that important to y'all? Or y'all don't mind? However they come, they come. How many of y'all like a big dog and how many of y'all like small dogs, or how many of y'all like however they come, they come? Y'all can be with the I just like good dogs. I just like good dogs. That's cool too. But if y'all like big ones, y'all like the small dogs, whatever. Let me know. Yes, sir. I'm still up in here, y'all, trying to find me something to listen to. Yeah. What's good though? What's good? What's good? Lighten it up. Okay. For medium, for me, about medium to large. Okay, medium to large, I would say. I see what you're saying, Jenny. I see what you're saying. On the big side, huh? Kind of on the big side. I would call that on the big side. I would say that's on the big side. On the high end. I would say that's on the high end. Salute to that. That's what's up. Yes, sir. Are the calmer ones? Which one of you? What we talking, Jenny? Since you synthesize, let me ask you: you like the calmer ones, the lines you deal with? You like the calmer lines, or you like, or like you like a calmer dog, or you like a more active dog? Just wondering if you like a calmer dog, you like working with a calmer dog, or you like working with a more hyper hyper dog that's active, easy to work, or you like more of a calmer dog that's calm but still easy to work. Which ones you like to work with? I wouldn't mind me myself. I wouldn't mind. Uh, the key thing I like is the easy to work part, but uh areas that I come up in, I would choose more of a calmer one that's easy to work. But if I was like in the country lot of land and different things like that, where I could let a dog be closer to the wild, I would more want the high energy, closer to the wild one. No hard keepers, must be calm. I live in the city. Just same with me, Jenny. Same with me. I mean, I salute the hard keepers. I wouldn't mind them. I wouldn't mind none of them long as they easy to work. That's what I look at in the statement. That statement, easy to work. I take any of them that's easy to work. That they come active and easy to work. But far as all that loud and hard keeping type stuff, nah, that's when the area. I wouldn't mind them if I was in the type of area that's okay. I'll work with it. Let them jokers get wild. I just get wild with them. I think that's a I think that's a I really salute them dogs that's calm but still act easy, working. Still, those I love those type ones. The ones that man they calm as shit. They ain't tripping off really. You know what I mean? They calm, but they at the head trigger type jumps. Don't let the calmness fool you type shit. Like nah, but like what would you call that? Was that a smart dog? Would you call that more smart intelligence? More intelligence? Either way, I salute the guys who was breeding those type dogs and kept breeding those type of dogs some type of way and had good dogs like that. I'm glad they around. That's all I'm saying. I'm glad those type of dogs around. I'm glad they all ain't just wild and acting hard keepers like that. Good on and off switch. Salute, salute, quick. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. Yes, sir. My fault, y'all had to go. I'll let you go. Salute to the workers, man. Salute to y'all. Y'all already know. We up in here just chilling, easy listening. Easy listening. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this morning shift up, right? I'm gonna wrap the morning shift up real quick. Put it about an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half in real quick, little light clip. Make sure they knew we scratching into the mouth of Monday. Um, got a lot of dog work to do today, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna need a break while I'm doing it because it's a lot. So I'm gonna come back and holler back at y'all. I'll probably be around the house, fucking around. So I'm gonna holler back at y'all. It's your brother Big Toyo. Y'all already know what it is. Yeah, back into the mouth of Monday. Killer, you just came in. I'm ready to roll out. We're the light one. I'm coming back though. Gonna do some Bulldog work real quick. Clean up some shit and all that type shit. Same old shit, same routine. So I'm gonna go knock out some of this shit, right? And I'm gonna come on back on out. But I just came out real quick, scratching to the mouth of Monday. Salute the workers, you already know. I see you just got here, bro. I done smoked one. I was asking for you and everything. I'll be back, get it together. I already know you right. You done made it to the weekend, and I'm good. You done made it to the weekend. We here. You scratching into the mouth of Monday. But salute y'all. Y'all already know. It's your brother Big Toyo. Y'all stay royal. I'ma stay loyal. I'll be right back in a little bit. Y'all keep bulldogging. Salute.